This is chapter number 5, When People Rebel, 1857 and After. So we are going to take important questions, MCQ, fill in the blanks, all the type of questions. And these are the pictures related to the different questions, and we will come back here whenever it is required. We'll try to understand whole chapter through the questions. First question is Bakht Khan was a soldier from. Bakht Khan. Now, he was a soldier from where? First of all, let me show the picture of Bakht Khan. He is Bakht Khan, and he was a soldier of Bareilly. Bareilly. So, from Bareilly to Delhi, all these sepoys which were protesting, which were revolting, they came. And he became the representative of all the soldiers there. So that is how he became the most prominent soldier or the leader. Dash continued to fight a guerrilla war against British. So near Kanpur, there is a place called Bithur. Now Kanpur, now people know about this. Let me tell you, the answer is Tantia Tope. Now what happened when the Maratha lost to the Britishers? The Peshwa was sent to Bithur near Kanpur, Peshwa Bajirao, etc., and they were given pension. Now Peshwa Bajirao too, he adopted a son, and he was called Nana Sahib Peshwa. Now Nana Sahib Peshwa, he has an army, or because this Peshwa had an army. The general of that army was called as Tantia Tope. So Tantia Tope was the general of the Nana Sahib. Okay, and Tantia Tope, along with Rani Lakshmi Bai, they fought together against the Britishers. So Tantia Tope continued to fight a guerrilla war, Chapa Mar Yuddha Paddhati, against Britishers. Tantia Tope, he was held by the peasant leaders and the tribal groups, Adivasis, and that is how he was involved in guerrilla war. So this is Tantia Tope. This is the picture of Tantia Tope. Next is the mutiny started from. Mutiny means Bagawat, means protest, revolt, Andolan. And when the soldiers of an army, when they all start declining the order or refusing to take the order of their seniors, when the soldiers say no, this is called mutiny. Sainik Bagawat, soldier mutiny. And this started from Meerut. From Meerut. So, lot many questions are going to come on this basis. So, I need to tell you why actually this happened in Meerut. So, this is the whole scenario. There was a cartridge being introduced. And this cartridge, government or British wanted that a drill has to be done. Now, it has to be opened through mouth. And this mouth opening, because the gunpowder will only come out when you open this with your mouth. So there was a story or a news that this is greased by cow and pig fat. So if you are opening it with your mouth, basically you are eating cow or touching cow or having pig in your mouth, their fat. So this is how the Meerut problem started. One more thing there was, this cartridge or this cartouche. So when soldiers denied, 85 of them were dismissed and they were given 10 years of life imprisonment. So all the other left, they actually marched to the Meerut jail and freed them, and finally all of them went to Delhi and they requested Bahadur Shah Zafar to be their leader, and then this all 1857 revolt started. Slowly, gradually, other also came together, other regiments and the people, chieftains, sardars, etc. How many sepoys were dismissed from the service and sentenced to 10 years in jail on 9th May 1857? So 9th May 1857 we are talking about. As I said, because of the cartridge, because the cartridge was supposed to have the fat or charbi of cow and pig, and it is beyond the comprehension of religious belief of Hindus and Muslims. So when soldiers refused to drill, to take the instructions and work with this cartridge, 85 of them were dismissed and 10 years in life imprisonment was given. This was 85 number. The Sepoys were angry with the British because. Why were Sepoys angry with the British? So there are various reasons. Okay, but the answer is different. I'll just tell you the answer. It was the cartridge episode, which I just discussed, which I just explained. It was basically a cartridge, whole scenario, whole episode of cartridge, because it was against the belief of Hindus and Muslim Sepoys, because it was supposed to have cow and fat in it. So that is how this discontent came. Which emperor blessed the mutiny? So mutiny started from Meerut. It initiated from Meerut. So this is Meerut. Here, as I said, 85 members were dismissed and others helped them to free, and all of them, they went to Delhi in the night time only. And people from Bareilly also, they came, that is the Sepoys. So they wanted to depose or fight against the Firangis, Englishmen. But the problem was, who is going to be the leader then? Who is going to be the next governing power of India? And the answer was Bahadur Shah Zafar. He was the old age last Mughal emperor, and he was requested. Finally, he agreed, and therefore Bahadur Shah Zafar. Zafar is basically a tag name, last name, because he was a poet also. His actual name was Bahadur Shah. Zafar is just the name because he was a poet. So he blessed the mutiny, Bahadur Shah Zafar, who was given the title of Viceroy. So the Governor General, what happened? In 1857, when the revolt came, 1859, it took 2 years for the Britishers to crush it. But the same policies cannot be propagated. So what happened? East India Company, all the powers were taken, and it was directly taken by the British government. And in their cabinet, Mantri Mandal, one of the minister was called as Secretary of State of India. Now, in order to support SOS, Secretary of State of India, a council was made. So this council was made, and this council will be helping SOS. So all the control, the Secretary of State, and there was a Governor General, and he was given a tag of Viceroy. The Governor General, previously it was in India, but now he was called as Viceroy. Viceroy is basically the representative of the crown, the queen. Subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh in. So the Britishers, what they would do? They will annex a land, they will capture a land, and then they will impose subsidiary alliance on that regime, on that kingdom. That is, the king cannot have, or the governance person cannot have his own army, and British is going to provide the army, and the money has to be given by the governance, means the Shasak or the king. So this was the subsidiary alliance, that we are going to give you army, you can't have any army. So this subsidiary alliance was imposed in Awadh when it was taken over. Okay, and this happened what happened here is, the Wajid Ali Shah was deposed later on, and that is how this is Nawab Wajid Ali Shah. And when he was deposed, and that is, people were loving him, he was deposed because of Dalhousie. He said something. I'll just come to that question, but let us see the date or the year. So subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh in 1801. Okay, subsidiary alliance is also called, in Hindi it's called Sahayak Sandhi. Sahayak Sandhi. When was lawmaking conversion to Christianity made easier? 1850 is the answer. So this is just before 1857. What happened was, because there were missionaries, Christian missionaries, so people wanted to change, or the Britishers want people to change to Christianity. Now you are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, whichever, you want to convert to Christianity. So the law was made that whatever land you have, the property you have, the land you own, all these will be in your hand even after becoming Christian. You will be regarded or all the, because everything is about money and property. So you will have it even if you become Christian. So this was the new law. Which of the following is the decision taken by British to reform the Indian society? So for, what is the decision? There are multiple decisions actually. They made multiple decisions. British wanted that Indian society need reform, sudhar, samaj sudhar. So these reforms were law against the practice of sati, encourage the remarriage of widow, and the English education they promoted. So all these are there. So sati pratha, widow remarriage. Let me show you by the picture. This is the sati pratha. Sati pratha was basically when the husband dies, the woman has to sit on this last rites, and then she will be put on fire or set on fire along with the body of the women husband. And this was, you cannot comprehend, imagine that this was happening in India. Okay, so this was the sati pratha. It was a very harsh kind of pratha or the ritual which was performed. The second was the widow, a woman who has lost her husband. There is no possibility of remarriage. But now the British government wanted that the widow can also be allowed to marry. Okay, let us match the following questions. So Firangis means an Indian name given to British. Firangi is the name used not in a good way, but in a way of contempt. Okay, hasi mazak. If you say you are a Firangi person, tum to Firangi ho. So an Indian name given to British it is. So let us match it. Now coming to the other one. Firangi is basically an Indian name given to British, and this was actually not spoken in a good way. Sepoy are what? Sepoys are soldiers. Bahadur Shah Zafar, he was the last emperor of Mughal dynasty. After that, Mughal dynasty, it had a final full stop. Because the son of Bahadur Shah Zafar was killed in front of his eyes. Nana Sahib was the adopted son, Dattak Putra of late Peshwa Baji Rao II. Peshwa Baji Rao II. Mangal Pandey, he was a young soldier, and he was from, he was posted in Barakpur, and he was hanged. He is Mangal Pandey. He was hanged because he was convicted of attacking the senior officers. And this was one of the, instigation point of the 1857 also. So this is the matched answer. Okay, coming to true and false. So Meerut was one of the last territory to be annexed. No, this is false. Mutiny started from Meerut. The Sepoys were angry with the British because the photo of Bahadur Shah Zafar was removed from the coins. No, this was the reason, but it was not the actual reason. When the Britishers were minting coin, previously coins were having Mughal emperor name on it. But Britishers just say no, we won't have it. Basically the pay problem, the allowances problem, the living condition were not good for these sepoys. This was also a discontent problem. But the basic problem was, there was a news that the cartridge is having cow and pig fat. In 1857, Mangal Pandey was hanged to death for attacking his officers in Barakpur. We just discussed it, and this is absolutely true. This is Mangal Pandey. He is looking like this, but he was he showed like a soldier. British were very happy after 1857 revolt. Why? If somebody says revolt against you, resist against you, will you be happy? No. Everyone, like the Kisan Andolon is going on, and the government, we won't be happy. They will try to resolve it because it was going against their governance. It is going against their rule. So they were not happy. British were unhappy. That is why they killed people after they crushed this 1857. The British passed a new act in 1858 transferring the powers of East India Company to British Crown. This is absolutely true. We have already discussed about that. So 1857, the Vidro or the revolt was so high, so distressing for the Britishers. The East India Company, the power was taken by British government because the British Parliament passed a law, and they had a Secretary of State for India, which was held by a council being made, and then the name of Viceroy was also given to the main authority in India, ruling the India. Coming to the fill in the blanks, Bahadur Shah Zafar. He died in Rangoon. Rangoon is in Burma. Basically, the year was 1858. He was convicted and sent to jail in Burma, Myanmar, Rangoon. So 1862, after 4 years, he took his last breath. October 1858, he was sent to the jail. 1862, he died. Dash was the husband of Rani Lakshmi Bai. So he was Raja Gangadhar Rao, and Damodar Rao was his son, adopted son. So Raja Gangadhar Rao was the husband of Rani Lakshmi Bai. Nawabs and kings felt in the Dash century that their powers are being taken off is slowly, gradually, being eroded. So the whatever king, chieftains, rajas, nawabs, the power were getting, or it was being taken slowly and gradually by these Britishers. It was mid 18th century, around, you can go up to 1757 and above. The company began to plan to bring the Dash to an end, which is the Mughal dynasty. So they wanted Mughal dynasty to come to an end. That is why they scrapped their name from the coin. And then Mughal dynasty was already in decline. They wanted the Mughal emperor, after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family will be taken off from the Red Fort and they will be kept somewhere else. And also they said now the son of Bahadur Shah Zafar will only be called as prince, no king. So that is how they wanted Mughal dynasty to die down. Rani Lakshmi Bai was killed in June 1858. June 1858, she, along with Tatya Topi, the general of Nana Sahib, they fought against Britishers, but June 1858, she died. Tatya Tope was the general of Nana Sahib. We already discussed this. So he was the Senapati. So Tatya Topi was the Senapati of the uppermost, you see, the middle picture is Nana Sahib Peshwa. He was the general of Nana Sahib Peshwa. Basically, he was the general of Peshwa Bajirao II. Because Nana Sahib Peshwa was the son of Peshwa Bajirao II. So he is Peshwa Bajirao II. His adopted son, Nana Sahib Peshwa, the general of their army is Tatya Topi. Nana Sahib was the adopted son. So the general, the Senapati, the army commander. In Delhi, a large number of Dash religious warriors came together to wipe out the white people. So the religious warriors were called as Ghazis. So not only the Sepoys came, everyone came. I'll tell you an example of Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah. He was from Faizabad and he did a great job. From Faizabad, he went with his followers and all other battle people to Lucknow and they fought against Britishers. Ghazis are basically religious warriors. They wanted to wipe out the white people. Okay, this is all about this chapter. I hope you got a fair idea about the chapter also. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.